We're guiding 21 as a single year from with mid to high teens, and that will really be, I would say, the transition year. We think that the overall sporting goods industry will grow double-digit, double up GDP, and we think that we should be able to capture market shares in the key markets. The key markets for us is North America, Europe, and China, and the key channel is D2C. And we think with the product pipeline and the capability we have, we're extremely well positioned, to win in the segments that we want to win in.
Part of it is this shift toward direct-to-consumer, DTC, which has seen a lot of the growth in the industry. It ultimately is going to mean that retailers are going to get cut, right, Casper? Who's on the chopping block? How do you think through that?
I don't think it's so black and white. We think that we'll get to a 50% D2C share in 2025, and we're coming from a 40 today. So there will still be growth in the wholesale. The wholesale partners that will grow will be the big digital-enabled wholesalers. In the U.S., it's going to be the DSG, the Finish Line, the Kohl's and the Foot Lockers. And those who will also be around is going to be the specialized accounts. So I think those who are really going to suffer in the years to come are going to be the mid-sized accounts with very little digital capability.
And doubling online as part of that. Nike has been so aggressive when it comes to DTC and digital. Has that cost you market share?
We have seven-folded our online business in the last 5 years, so I think that there is no doubt that we've gained market share online. So that has not been, that's not been the cause of disruption. I think that they're probably doing a good job. We grew 50% in a year last year where we declined 16. So there's no doubt that we have a very strong position, and we continue to invest very heavily. Right now, we're recruiting more than 1,000 engineers to build an even better infrastructure for us.
So what happened in 2020 in terms of market share? Because NPD reports that you did lose share, and we did see growth outperformance from Nike, from Lululemon, even your rival Puma. Was it just not the right product mix that was resonating with consumers?
If you look, we actually did grow quicker than our competitors in the U.S. for the fourth year in a row. We did grow share in China. We did lose a slight share in Europe. So overall, on a global basis, we maintain our market share.
You've announced a number of new initiatives today, including a partnership with Peloton. How is that going to work, particularly because some of the instructors already have relationships and sponsorship deals, like with Under Armour and others?
We'll give you all the details on that on March 18th. I'm not going to disclose that here today. We're very, very happy and super excited about the Peloton, like we are with the Jerry Lorenzo on basketball.
You mentioned Jerry Lorenzo. There's a ton of excitement around his designs, obviously from Nike. Fear of God has been killing it, the label. When can we expect to see his product in the market?
Well, I think we're going to see the first, products coming out late this year, and then, of course, coming in a lot more next year. We're working very diligently with him in our relationship. It's been a great start. So first product coming out by the end of the year, and then much more to come next year.
What's the broader plan for basketball? Because I haven't really seen much in the way of hype for basketball products from Adidas. I know you have James Harden, but Nike's got LeBron and Jordan and Kobe and everyone else. So what's the plan with Lorenzo and to just grow this business?
No, the plan is to move also basketball away from the court. And really, if you look upon the lifestyle part of basketball, it's going to be increasingly important. And that's where Jerry is going to help us, not only on the court, but also off the court. And I think particularly getting that balance right has been, I would say, a challenge for us in the past. And that's why we signed up for this relationship. How
are you thinking about sponsorship strategy over the coming years? Is it more lifestyle brands and partners like a Beyonce, or are you going to go more aggressively after athletes?
No, we'll continue to go very, very aggressively after athletes. We believe that our new strategy is really, our brand is rooted in sport. We will, of course, continue to maintain and also expand lifestyle partnerships like, Beyonce or Pharrell or Stella McCartney. So it's going to be a mix of both, but sport is going to be the key area of sponsorship investment moving forward.
You mentioned North America is a big focus for you. Many Americans are about to get another round of $1,400 stimulus checks, a bump up in unemployment benefits. What's that going to mean for your U.S. sales? What's the link you've seen?
No, we think that's very important. We've seen that in the past, in the last 12 months, that when stimulus goes into the market, it goes to what we call affordable luxury. We are in those categories, and people will tend to spend around our product area. So we're very happy with that happening. Of course, what's much more important is that you get the vaccine done, you get to a sustainable environment where people can start working again, and that's going to be the real kicker for the environment. So the stimulus is good. The much more important one is the vaccine, and that will help us drive growth for the next years to come.
On that front, are you disappointed that Europe has been a bit slow to roll out the vaccine? Has that timeline changed your expectation for the speed and scope of the European recovery?
We looked upon it, and Europe has not done a great job in rolling out vaccines, with the exception of the UK. The rest of Europe is really slow. It really hasn't changed our overall long-term plan, but of course, it's been a very slow recovery, what's happening in Europe, whereas most places in the world is open. Strategically, it doesn't change anything. I think it really undermines the importance of sport, that people want to go out and exercise and start living life again.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.